You're in the right place if you like your games to be fast, because the last two have been very quick indeed. Around about the 10-minute mark for a 4-0 victory for Willie Borland against Richie Howson, and then followed by George Killington getting off the mark with a 4-0 victory against Arne Speer. I don't think this one's going to be too mundane either, as Danny Truman will now take on Jelle Klaasen, who has synonymously been one of the quickest players of the last 2 decades. But Klaasen did not get off the mark this week against Borland. It was a tight loss, but this time he's got the darts to see if he can get his first 2 points of the week.
97.
Hasn't gone very well for the Dutch boys so far today. 3 games, 3 losses. So things have got to change somewhere, Scott.
Yeah, I always feel for the Dutch guys. Obviously,
96.
they've got to travel over, and I always think, I wonder how they've travelled over. Have they driven over? Did they drive themselves? Did they come together?
96.
It's always a strange one for me, because I think the travel preparation, because it's such an early start here at 9:30, most of the lads are in 7:30, 8 o'clock
99.
practicing. Obviously, we have a few pre-records to do for the show sometimes, so I just wonder whether sometimes that they don't quite travel and arrive later in the evening, and then sort of your time clock's messed up a little bit because it's not your usual day. So maybe
43.
sometimes that happens, and the prime example is, like you say, it's the 3 Dutch guys that have made the slower starts.
100.
Jelle's been around so long that we know some of his tendencies. I think he is more of a night owl. But the one thing he has never shied away from is that he doesn't like it when it's really warm. If you get him in a cold
55.
venue, he's more than happy. He can handle the cold. But the heat? Oh, he doesn't like that.
100.
Probably the biggest thing you don't think you have to learn to handle as a dart player. There's so many more things that come into your mind. But making sure your shirt fits
49.
correctly on a hot stage under
Danny,
40
you require
degrees.
73.
The sleeves are not too tight, and they catch on your arm when you're throwing. 88 here then for Truman. And it'll be a breaker throw if he hits it.
Game shot and the first
Nicely
leg.
done by
Danny Truman.
Truman.
Second leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
Look at Klaasen surveying the equipment. I think this is going to be quite a tough week for Jelle, because he is a fierce competitor. And there might be people here this week who want to get a scalp, because he is a scalp. He's a former Premier League player.
100.
He played so much Premier League darts once, through injury, his right wrist went black. He needed surgery on that right wrist, but he was determined to make it to the end, and he did, to his credit. But maybe that's another thing that was to his detriment.
93.
Curiously, at the early part of his career, you would see him at Pro Tour events, and even at the World Championship, he didn't even wear dart shirts. He would wear polo shirts
85.
because they were more comfortable for him to play in.
Yeah, no, I remember those days.
126. Danny, you require 96.
Yeah, he was one of the first. We all thought he was doing it just to be super cool and not be walking around outside the venue with a dart
56.
shirt on, but it wasn't. There was reasoning behind it.
Yeah, those polo shirts had capped sleeves.
42.
And it meant that when he was coiling that arm up,
Danny, you require
nothing
40.
caught. He was more comfortable that way. But who's comfortable now?
Game
His name's
shot
Danny,
on the second leg.
and that's very
Danny
true.
Truman.
Funny how it seems. Always in time.
Third leg, it's Jelle to throw first. Game on.
Always in time for dreams.
I knew you'd get it.
Actually, you went
140.
one too late. I had to really think about that line then, actually. Our 80s power ballads. Funny enough, I don't think
85.
about Spandau Ballet singing anything that way now. I think of Stephen Bunting.
100.
Jelle had a few walk-on songs in his career, but the most famous one for him was by a band called Kings of Leon.
180.
They're talking about something being on fire. Well, the person who's on fire in this game is from Scotland.
131.
That particular track was Daryl Gurney's walk-on, actually, when I played him at Lakeside first time I played at Lakeside.
66. Jelle, you require
Oh, that's a bit of a happy
130.
accent, isn't it, Danny? Now, if he takes this out,
90. Danny, you require
he'd be slightly fortunate because he didn't want to leave it in the first place. He's not going to do it.
94. Jelle,
Klaasen
you
has
require
answered the call.
40.
The standard came from Danny. Here comes the hit back.
20.
Or not.
Danny, you require 76.
Frustration for Klaasen, which is going to be
Game shot on the
absolutely
third leg. Danny Truman.
hit hard with the 76 from Truman.
Fourth leg, it's Danny to throw first.
It's frustrating when that happens because you feel it's only happened because you've missed. An old dart player in the pub once told me the easiest thing to do is hit a dart a double when your opponent has missed. And he's possibly right. But it's risking at this level, allowing your opponent to have a go at a double.
100.
As you can see there, Truman running 100 average. So he's good for it at the moment. And I did say to watch out for this guy at the start of the day.
43.
You had it right. I want every young dart player to watch Jelle Klaasen this week, and I want them to learn.
180.
2 decades plus as a career in this sport, pretty much on the line in 2026. So when he was world champion, he was 21 years of age. He was young. Very, very young back then. But the thing is, now that things are difficult, really hard, it's really important, if you want a 2-decade career, to look after every single component of your life to make sure you've got a long stint in this sport.
Jelle, you require 96.
Mentally, anatomically, just make good choices.
25.
And Truman could indeed give us
96.
a triple bagel in round 2. 4-0 to Borland, 4-0 to Killington. Is it going to be 4-0 to Danny?
$60.
Not yet.
Jelle, you require
Klaasen
71.
still has an out. That missed single will hit him
31.
where it hurts.
Danny, you require 36.
Yeah, nothing more frustrating than not getting a dart at a double.
Game
And Truman
shot.
punishes
And
him
match.
duly
Danny
with a
Truman.
4-0 win over Jelle Klaasen. Truman has made a flying start. Don't worry about the average, Danny. They sort themselves out, won your 4-0. It's a 98.56, a couple of 180s, and 4 from 5 on the doubling. Danny Truman looking very impressive here on Monday morning. Short break, and we'll be back with Richie Howson taking on Arne Spey.